Sign at Bawun Cheminko, Nana, I didn't share on this issue. Nana quickly on this. Certainly, sir, Sunday and some air say, which is as at least two key players as association of banks and insurance, and they are buying to me and sa in Kitahudina, or Mwesi Pumasi Brebia. Suddenly, a good news, Anna.
Yeah, sometimes you casa in a vacuum, the man. Oh yeah, my miss so much. Oh yeah, then you be do maybe. Here you have the finance minister. No. When you mind borrowing ad infinitum. Portacasa mofreno permissive cornucopianism. There, even there, you can just keep spending, and think that miraculously, more resources will just come out of nowhere. The man has recklessly put Ghana in danger. And in this danger, even also we won't go to the IMF. The president say about IMF. You could do IMF. This debt exchange program, honor finido. That for 15 years, 10 years, subsequent abaya wobaba, and the wobe inherit all of this fiasco. You could true as a nation says, yeah. Then the man again arrogantly, just sheer arrogance. Ghana he doesn't give a damn about Amy now. He just issue fiat in a year debt exchange, them not take it or leave it. Then there is an uproar in society from institutions upon institutions to individual bondholders. And when you are war fight, papa there as on your correct. Eti papaya wade Ghana akwakoshe amnemi. Now you are clapping for him there. We're reaching a deal with institutions only when the inkitamu. What destroy in full livelihood. Individual bondholders. What finishing. Onankasane private company data bank. Or the 90% of Nisika cost government bonds. Into ultimate uncle for cow. No Ankasa was create stability fund. One chain. There, no baby out the companies. The insurance company.
That stability.
A referee and player at the same time, and that's what happens.
No, but
he's the owner of an investment bank.
And as a company, separate from the owners.
You can't separate because at the end of the day, he benefits as a shareholder. When they make profit, the shareholder takes a share, lion share of the profit.
There's a loss.
Into what difference does it make? If he says it's not part of the day-to-day, but profit now, what accrue at the end of the year, taking the lion share.
That's the declared dividends. Yeah, declared dividends. That's a winner.
No, we are on declared dividends. Have you looked at the financial statement for 2021? Have you looked at it? Now, so this man, a referee and player at the same time, creates stability fund for his own companies to go and benefit from in a crisis that he has created.
No problem. So
enterprise insurance or one other.
But the creative stability.
Data bank or one other.
In a private company.
The shares, he chops the shares when they make profit at the end of the year. That original lion share, he makes money. A referee and a player at the same time, making money from the system.
Who's a lawyer? What am I person?
Lawyer on Shami there. He's disagreeing with me.
Say,
the end benefit. You are the ultimate benefactor. You are the ultimate benefactor. Are you saying that he denies the proceeds that accrues to him at the end of the year.
Nana yɛnhwɛ we say
Ah,
you say
no.
yɛnhyehyɛ kɔ parliament na parliament
Lawyer, mame, he break analysis. Analysis near there. He created the situation with the overborrowing. I must say he lived in the state of permissive cornucopianism. Onankasa no create the situation. And then he said on fire and call IMF. Yako IMF. Now then the debt sharing, whatever he calls it, whatever these terminologies, then he doesn't consult to BIO or to any condition room. Now what issue, whatever he wants to say. And then there's agitation from institutions and masses. And then you are saying that some of these institutions, banks, also about 5%, then 1% for each of the other bonds that are there, totaling 9%. The insurance sector, look, many of the insurance companies are on the brink of collapse. How are they going to pay claims? Look, they are increasing minimum capital requirement insurance companies from 20 million to 50 million. They can't pay. Where will they get the money from? And now you are saying that you are reaching some type of year with them, so you should clap for such a person. We have the history of what he has done. The guy is just causing mayhem and just either machine gun Ofuriata, just shooting all over the place and taking people along with individual debt bond holders. The president, in his infinite wisdom, said that they will not be part of this process. Ofuriata says, to hell with what the president says. Or don't bishop. Individual people are what stagger, what pension, that will be beer, and look at what is happening in that area. So how do you clap for such a person? What has he done? Are you worthy of being clapped for? Apart from destroying people's lives and companies and institutions. Look, yeti chrome, and will collapse Gold Coast. This man, a competitor. And one of the reasons of collapsing there, why will Gold Coast go and invest 67% of what portfolio with government bonds? Why do you put all your eggs in one basket? Then his data bank goes and puts 90% of his investment portfolio with government bonds. And one of the pandemic showed the fundamental contradiction in what this man ada or yet there you see there he's a walking contradiction. There, is always good for him. But Obi for Frequaya is not good for him.
Securities and Exchange Commission,
led by
Securities and Exchange Commission,
his vice president of Data Bank,
me as a lawyer,
Reverend Obami Data, is the immediate vice president of Data Bank. The partner. And Nako said. Security Exchange Commission.
Nana is an
institution. He's protecting data bank.
So Nana is an institution. So
he's protecting data bank.
Mebao, so institution, take a decision. Say, ye two sa na mo we are, and then ye be personalized and say, assume see.
Do you know why?
Do
you know why? Many ethic room and 98 majority MPs. What be catch me now? I'm not there in Parliament. One of there, Ofuriata is the problem. And one where you're privy to more documents than me now. And so if somebody from your own camp, a group of people babe a press conference to the whole Ghana, to the world, and points to the man that man is the problem, who am I to contradict them? People from Parliament, never mind what the minority said. Let's just say for the sake of being a minority, what can be. But when your own people come and demand of the president to sack you, there, I won't hear the problem. So how can you say there, I can take him away and blame an institution as if he ghosts no running the Ministry of Finance? Yeah, ghost no running the Ministry of Finance. Or your papa be a debi ostefita, or your no one there, or no Mr. Pius, or Foriata, and all yet, or destroy Ghana. And you're making you. Go and listen to the press conference of the 98 majority leaders in Parliament.
Okay.
As I say, I will request for the removal of this man ASAP. So if I mention the man in white, I am mentioning because of what MPP parliamentarians have come to tell us. I had a suspicion. I had a hunch that this man was the worst person ever. But when it was confirmed by his own people, 98 plus people in parliament, how can I go against that? Were you privy to more of the documentation than I am? Were you privy to the budgetary, the borrowing, the one-ton spending, the permissive cornucopianism?
Look
it up in the dictionary.
Okay.
Oh yeah, cornucopianism, no. Or yeah, when like a fruit that is flowing over abundantly, anyway, with a spillover effect. Then the permissiveness near there. You intentionally want the thing to spill over, and you keep spending and spending, thinking that some unicorn will bring you magical money back. But nothing, no magical money will come back. So when we couldn't pay, and we went into IMF, and now we are in the situation that we are in, oh yeah, the man in white, to biblical quotations, or they messing up. This is the man that is causing havoc for your nation, Ghana. And to any honorable in parliament, and he also know more than me. 98 plus MPs now, what statement, you know. What has that come to? Where has that come? Me know yentie baby no obeka na. Yetie baby. And the one can say obey a press conference, Fred, the whole world today. This is the issue. So me, I cannot clap for a person that has destroyed your economy. Oh yeah, yes, can you imagine? There were physicians that will keep people alive, so. And there were physicians were morticians. Were examine the dead. You can't say that Obina were Kungana or the he is going to be the same person that will resurrect Ghana. It doesn't make sense. Or the 6 years near Kwakushim. And so you think 2 years no babe Ghana year. It's a fundamental contradiction. And I make a day. Everything so his companies are benefiting from the presence as a finance minister. One second. Have you ever seen the situation that the top 20 executives of a company all move in mass exodus into governance? Then the companies in that particular company, makes more money ever in the history of the company when all the top 20 people have left. That is data bank for you. Name Reverend Obama Tete, you free grant. All these people were pushing Ibimu to controller, Ibimu of finance ministry, all his boys and people are all over the place. And then the company makes more money than ever in the history of the company. Does it mean that the people who are left now are more intelligent than the founder?
Nana, partner
in data bank. Or no say data or say
no for me.
Bakro say SEC.
Nano for me ba.
Ebi say ECG.
Nano for
Ebi say control.
Nano for me.
Ebi say
Nano for
and player.
Nane.
Referee and player. The real issues. These are the real issues. How can they ever burn some dama? This man for what he's doing now.
So the Serbia was some bono to nchenya. Wo so we Ghana ni. Ene se
we are doomed.
Na pinti na air cost no. Say that domestic debt exchange program.
How do we get there?
Me ba ye twem ye free ho. Nti ba bia ye dru sese no say what to say. Sa two major associations we say woni aban etimi akwa apamase say wodu wonti be shema eno no nye ade e ma wa arichimu kakra say sa bride ene ebia IMF corona ye kono ebetimi aboa.
We have the insurance in a can. The better me who details.
Let me read what is here.
No, in terms of what
maybe government reaches agreement with the Ghana Insurers Association on the domestic debt exchange program. 26th of January 2023, the government of Ghana and the Ghana Insurers Association have reached an agreement on the participation of insurance companies in the domestic debt exchange program. Under the agreement, 1, Insurance companies will participate in the exchange on similar terms as the banks. 2, that the government, through the solvency window of the Ghana Financial Stability Fund, will provide support for the insurance companies that are seriously affected by the DDEP. The object is to protect jobs and the stability of the industry. The GIA is happy to reach a deal with the government that protects its members, but also enabling the government to push through the necessary economic reforms at these difficult times. This milestone, on the back of the success with the banking industry, has taken the government closer to completing the DDEP, which is a key factor to restore economic stability and growth. Issued, signed by Kenoforiata for government, and then set accuracy for Ghana insurers. It is that's the substance of the agreement.
The insurance commission is under the Minister of Finance. That's number one. The board of the commission is appointed by government. That's number 2. I'm trying to tell you that, my brother, this is not a level playing ground.
Okay.
No, so we said we are going to talk about the detail. Detail now, working if it's similar to the banker, then it's the 5 plus 1, 1, 1, 1, which makes 9. Right? The insurance company, many of them, many say, were invested with car in the government bonds. With car, what cash, what liquidity is locked up. They have serious problems, and many of the companies will be fold as a result of this process.
Then into the stability fund that has been established.
And I maybe catch on, so maybe church stability fund. On Ankasase, or the 15 billion a day to change for companies that are distressed to go and assess. On us, no build the criteria to go and assess. No companies is in the insurance company. No companies is in the SEC area.
Why
I am rather here. I'm a teacher.
No, maybe
I am teaching.
Stability fund.
Yes.
A co-parliament. Parliament do on such as you. And then we are the personal.
Maybe read into this thing. The second.
What do you need for front area?
I'm in the financial sector. I'm a player in the financial sector. I understand the rudiments of the financial sector. And it's a DBB to one or you're so glaring. And I may be something with so how come people can't see? Made the 15, me 45 billion. Now made the 15 billion at on chain for stability fund. Now mankasa companies were you eligible for the money in the stability fund. Can you imagine? In America, you are a lawyer. Conflict of interest issues arise as a result of being a referee and a player.
Which interested? There are several insurance companies in Ghana. So protecting the interest.
Why would you
and
know?
I don't know. Yes.
So me say I do, and so me the insurance in chain. I don't know. Me the ja to I didn't. Now me the me nim them the ja to. Now me the insu is in chain. The jana me the to me no me kakra de gudo. Does it make sense?
Mami call lawyer. How messing about? Mami call lawyer. How messing about? Mami call lawyer. I'll come back to you.